One thing that most Rust players could probably agree on is that this game can be a brutal experience for a solo. Having nobody to clutch up on a bad play and nobody to help gather resources can quickly become a problem. I started this wipe with the intention of trying out Rust's industrial system, but what I really learned in the end was something way more. But before I get ahead of myself here, let's just take a step back and have a peek into this journey from the beginning.
Back again.
This wipe started just like any other, hitting some rocks and trees and heading towards my location, which I planned on building somewhere in this region right here. So I wasted no time getting out there.
Okay. And I should have enough of everything, at least to get it like stone and wood.
I was scouting out the area and I happened to notice this flat spot right here, which was really just calling my name. So I went ahead and dropped down the old base.
Alright, we got a base. Good.
I was gathering some resources to finish upgrading the base to stone, and I got my first taste of Rust dying to a P2. Now what I didn't know at the time was that this guy was actually going to become a pivotal point of my journey later on.
Dang. Is that guy clueless or? Got what I need to get going now. Oh yeah, and then some. Good deal. Oh.
Alright. Nighttime fell and I took another trip back to Outpost to stock up on wood so that I can keep my furnaces running and smelt some metal.
5K. Alright. That dude is bumping. What a run. There we go. I could probably still fit like one more furnace up in here if I really wanted to. That's nice. Oh.
Although the tier 1 SMG is honestly an awful weapon, any gun is still better than no gun. So spirits were very high right now. I hurried up and recycled and I took this thing home so that I could keep it for safekeeping and research it later. After a bit more farming, it was time to start expanding the base. I took a lot of inspiration for this base from the Agitator made by Zipic, so shout out him.
Here's our jump up. Just if I decide to add a third furnace, I'll have to pull that door. I definitely do. Yep. Sweet. Here's that. Perfect. Alright.
I came into this wipe with no blueprints and I had a lot to research, so there's going to be a lot of grinding for scrap and other basic resources all the time.
Rip, rip, rip. Oh. Well, someone's having a bad day. Whatever.
One important thing to know as a solo is how to pick yourself back up when you take losses. Now, I was starting to get a little irritated by getting taken out by these P2s over and over again. That was until this happened.
I almost didn't find that. I gotta run back home right now. P2's huge.
Having the P2 researched was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and I was in a hurry to get a tier 2 workbench. But first things first, I had to upgrade the base and move towards the initial goal.
Okay. We're gonna put a doorway here. This is cheap. Sketchy walking the tightrope at night, man. There's a parachute. I guess if I fall, I got protection now. Yo, wait a minute. Should I parachute through the night off a dome, bro? Over to the gas station. I'll stick out like a sore thumb, but man, it'd be kind of cool. Nice. And pipes. Okay. Dude, I feel like I gotta do it. Press space midair. Okay. Bro, I gotta do it. I have to. We're doing it, bro. We're parachuting. There's only one way to get to supermarket. And that's like a man. SOP. Where'd it go? I lost it. No. Yeah, I don't really care that much. Screw it. That was cool though. Had a lot of fun with that. Another 227. Woohoo! 371, baby. That's a freshly dead scientist. I cannot believe nobody's picked this up by now, bro. Hell, I got cover. Well, he just shoots at me a couple times and dips, right? Holy. What the hell is going on? That was a nightmare. And that's my tier 2. Boom. There it is, baby. Okay, that thing landed somewhere this direction. I think that's it right there. Okay. Uncontested drop, bro? What's that luck? I don't think I've ever had that happen.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and that includes my luck. And over the next few hours, I ended up running into a lot of problems.
Damn, bro. I just missed so many shots. I'm in trouble. Sucks. Yeah, I lost the AK. Well, he wasn't before. He was now.
So after losing essentially the entire airdrop worth of weapons and getting beat down for a couple hours on end, it was pretty difficult to keep a level head. I took a step back, I upgraded the base, got everything essentially where it needed to be, and I started working towards the actual single goal that I come into this wipe to do, which was to mess around with the industrial system. See, in my opinion, for a wipe to be considered successful, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you destroy clans and do, a bunch of insane PvP and just tear through bodies, right? When I come into a wipe, I set a goal, and I aim to achieve that goal and that goal alone. And because I understand that I'm a learning player, I don't set those bars very high. So anything extra that just so happens to happen, I'm very pleased with it, right? But in essence, as the average solo, expect to die a lot. Try to learn from your deaths, take things slow, be easy on yourself, and have fun, because you know what, it's a video game, it's what you're supposed to do. So right here in the end, I got my industrial system working, and I was happy with it, and so that's all she wrote. So thank you guys so much for watching. And for those of you who want to hear it, I do have a message to share about resilience. And so yeah, stay tuned for that if you want. Today I'm reading from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. This states that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No matter how high the cliff, no matter how steep the fall, no matter how tough the battle is that you're fighting, no matter what it is, if you call on the Lord, He'll provide. Give you all the strength and power necessary to get through any crappy situation. So let me encourage you today to go to the Lord if you're feeling weak or helpless, and just ask Him for strength. Trust in Him, believe in Him, and see how quick your life changes. Thanks guys. Peace out.